It's the Chatham-Kent Home Builders Association's Parade of Homes, sponsored by Windmill Cabinet Shop in partnership with Chatham-Kent Economic Development.
We are back for season 2, and you'll remember Ryan Smids Homes, and you have got a beautiful home again. Of course you do. It's 62 Dundee Drive.
Dundee Drive, yeah.
And you're going to be here also on June 7th.
Yes.
For the actual in-person Parade of Homes. But let's dive right in because this has actually been sold, and this was a spec home that you designed.
Yeah, so this is a spec home that we designed as a company, made to sell at the very end. And basically it's just over 1,800 square foot rancher with the fully finished basement. You know, you'll kind of notice some of the design styles in this house, very open concept, very neutral and inviting to anyone to bring their own style into the house. This is a bit more contemporary, modernized, and it kind of slipped right into the design really easily. So yeah, that's the house. We'll kind of go through some of the features in time.
Yeah, I'm always fascinated, you know, when you're talking about spec versus custom versus model. And I was asking you this earlier, you know, a spec home is, to me, is like you're the visionary, you come up with all the designs, and then someone comes in and says, I love it, I want it. And that's what happened here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people, they just like to shop from a list of 10 options that they can afford, and they pick the one with the most value that fits their style, and they don't want to make decisions. And that's like one category of customer. And another category would be the customer that has to pick every single detail, and they have a very specific idea of what they need in a home. And that's where we come into the custom home side of things, where we work with that vision and bring it to life. And then there's a customer that's kind of in the middle, where they have kind of an idea what they'd like to build, but they rely on us to help them with the design, and maybe even bringing in a third-party designer to really take the pressure off the decision-making process.
And if I can say, when I drove up to 62 Dundee Drive, I felt as though I was like, that's a Smids home. I don't know what it was, I could tell. And I think I would be remiss to not share, like, to me, you always go above and beyond. Like, if you have different options for it, could it be this or this product, you always go with the better product for the customer. It's always that you provide all that added value. So I guess I'm talking about, can you elaborate maybe on some of the trims? Like, you do all that yourself, and the door and the front door, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think we try to help customers build and put the most value within their budget. So we build as if it was our own home, and we put the same care into it for the customer. Trying to coach them on where to put their money in the best places where it really shows, and even for the flow of the home, and where that money really shows, and not about upcharging for different add-ons and stuff. It's really about the overall package. So we just promote the best materials that we can for building, the best, woods for trims and doors, using fiberglass doors for your front door that's stainable but very durable if you have kids, and all those type of practical things as well.
I love the front door. I didn't know it was fiberglass until he told me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh,
because
you're like, it does not look like fiberglass.
Yeah, and that's that's sort of the main events when you drive by. That door really pops out, and it can be stain matched to tie into wood soffits on the home as well.
Can we talk about the vaulted ceilings and then how you carried them out into the backyard onto the porch as well?
Yeah, so it's pretty open concept. The kitchen, everything's sort of standard 9-foot ceilings, but as soon as you get past the kitchen, we open right up into a large vaulted ceiling. And what we decided to do a little differently on this home was to carry that vault, the same vault, straight through the rear covered porch, which really just opens everything up nicely. Allowed us to put a transom window above the rear sliders, bringing more light into the space, opening up the view to the nice field we have back here as well.
Before you come to take a tour yourself, if I can point out a few details that really popped for me. One was in the kitchen area. The island is amazing, but you've got the corner pieces. That seems very custom to me.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're going to spend the same money regardless of sort of how you build the island. But if you just kind of think outside the box, in this case, it's a bit more using a raised panel on the island. And with the wood turnings, it allows it to be more of a furniture piece than a kind of a stock island. And then we tie that into the pantry door with the same raised panel, just to kind of make it look very intentional. But just little details, make a big difference.
I think they're extraordinary details making a big difference. Another one, in the master's suite in the bedroom, your ensuite. Let's talk about the tub and the shower area, how you've carried that on with the sunken tub you were telling me about.
Yeah, something a little different just to make everything feel a little bigger. We did like an undermounted tub with a nice quartz top, and that quartz top runs right straight through into the shower as a bench with the glass coming down. So everything just feels wide open, very slick though. It's very clean looking, and it just feels like it's continuous instead of sort of here's your shower and here's your tub. It's kind of integrated with some nice finishes and hardware.
And I love the colors that you chose as well. Again, this was a spec home designed by Ryan. So everything in here that you see was chosen by you and your team.
Yeah, actually, me and my wife, she's pretty helpful for running ideas by and letting me know if I'm on the right track. So, yeah.
The other thing I love here is the homeowners here have a couple kids. So you've got the main living area here, finished basement downstairs, 2 awesome bedrooms down there. You've got a bathroom, you've got a family room. It seems like the perfect house for this family. You can just tell it's just perfect for them.
It's a lot of space. There's just over 1,800 square feet on the main floor. But once you stack that down into a fully finished basement, there's a ton of bonus space down there. So it's kind of a nice setup. You know, you think sometimes retired couples like to downsize with ranchers, but even if they still have kids that are in the house and they want the rancher, everything on one floor, they still can accommodate families, no problem with these extra rooms and bathrooms. And
you've got a lot of space here. As you come into the front doorway, you'll see an office space here. And the kitchen, as spacious as it is, you also have a pantry as well. So you've
walk-in
basically
pantry,
thought
hide
of
the mess.
everything. Yeah. Have I missed anything? I mean, I took a tour and these were the things that jumped out at me, but I mean, you are the builder.
Just overall layout seems to work. From our feedback, you have a laundry and mudroom that come right off the garage, which seems to be a feature people enjoy. Everything on one floor, focusing the space on making sure you have a good size primary bedroom and ensuite, good size walk-in closets, all the main features that everyone's after. And the walk-in pantry seems to be the hot ticket these days as well, where it becomes kind of an extension of your kitchen and really can be a really unique space as well.
Fantastic. So I would recommend you join us for the Parade of Homes, the in-person Parade of Homes on Saturday, June 7th, coming up very soon. And you will be here, and so they can ask all the questions they want.
Absolutely, yep.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. I can't wait for season 3. Yeah. All right. We'll see where we land. But let's have you here. Come and have a chat with Ryan and ask any of the questions you have coming up Saturday, June 7th. It's the Parade of Homes with the Chatham-Kent Home Builders Association.
You've been watching the Chatham-Kent Home Builders Association's Parade of Homes, sponsored by Windmill Cabinet Shop, in partnership with Chatham-Kent Economic Development.